some of our pastors saying the way they talk, I just the reason they say, all these people. So we pray for person to win election, but we not pray for the country to day okay. I know say some of now they pray well for their country. Pastors now they talk to, so you want to pray for person, make person take win election. So you not pray, make bandits, make they leave the country alone. Make una watch one of una pastor within talk. If una watch and finish, make una drop una opinion for comment section. Watch.
I was not at this level. A man came on the scene called Peter of the to be governor. And another man contested with him was in a white garment. Peter Delay was not to be reckoned with as a governor. Everybody said this white garment might beat him. I came up with a holy anger. I said a man on barefoot cannot win. I don't care. I don't know Peter Delay was our neighbor. But I said this man will be governor and this will not be governor. The man contested with him was more popular than him. I said no way. I was not at this level at all. The secretary to the man happened to be a member of our church. He's still a member. He said to me, Papa, what are you talking about? I'm the secretary. You mean my guy will not win? I said, your guy will not win for using barefoot. And I said, Peter Delay will be governor. He said, why? Now pray for Morgan. I said, I will not pray for him. He can't be walking about with barefoot and become governor. I was not at this level at all. And God honored the words I spoke. After Peter Delay, Amechi came. Amechi was not the one that was supposed to be governor of River State. Go and ask him, he will tell you. They gave it to somebody, I won't call the person's name. Then Amechi walked up to my office and said, sir, I know you're a man of God. I'm a Catholic. Can you pray for me? I want to be governor of River State. I smiled. I said, why do you want me to pray? I know. He said, if they don't give the person who they gave, I'm not even the number 2, I'm number 3. So why will it happen? He was telling me on Monday when it was Saturday primaries. Primaries was Saturday and he was talking to me Monday. I was fasting. That was 42 days of my fast. I had a program I will never forget that year. We had a program in the stadium. He drove himself with Range Rover to this gate and parked. He said, I must see this man of God today. He called somebody over 16 times. Say, whoever is this man of God, I must see him. Walked to my office. He stood up. He fell down. I don't know if you were in church when he testified. He stood up. He fell down. That's the first time he saw anointing of a Pentecostal. And I said, what do you want? He said, I want to be governor. I smiled. I did my hair like this. He said, Genesis 37 verse 7. And I looked at him. I said, I'll pray for you. I said, whoever they gave that ticket, bow, return, give him back to you. 45 minutes after I prayed, his phone rang. The man in charge called him. I've changed my mind. Give it to him. Wike came, he lost in High Court in the case, lost in Appeal Court, and judgment was already passed in Supreme Court against him, not to be governor. I called him, and he was shaking on phone. I was in Israel. I said, don't fear, don't panic. God will step in. He said, Papa, I believe. It was in PDP, APC was in power. And we were doing 5 nights of glory. After 5 nights of glory, he walked up to me. Judgment was Tuesday, 5 nights of glory was Friday. I looked at him and said, even if judgment is against you, I command it. It was not a money problem. He never had money because it was the opposite party. Judgment was, he too knew judgment was already against him. They told me how the judgment will pass, and then the chief judge collected the case, changed the Supreme Court judges, turned the case. He said, Papa, I knew this is God. I was the only one invited during his Thanksgiving as a priest. Listen carefully. That was not ended. The second time he came again, you all know it. Second time when he came, he was to lose the election. Already they've arranged how they will lose the election. And somebody walked up to me and said, you pray for Wike, we'll see how he will win. Asked him any day, I wanted the note he sent to me. He said, Papa, do I go off? I said, don't go off. God will step in. He was shaken because everything was against him. And I covenanted with God. I gave millions on behalf of Wike. I didn't tell him. I'm telling you today. I said, Lord, not for his sake, for my sake. And because the world will say, where is the God he served? I said, for my sake, step in. Not because of him. And I prayed a prayer. The day they were to change the result to give to one young man called Awara, they finished the result. On the spot, something happened. The High Commissioner stepped into the INEC. They couldn't change the result. That's how I became governor the second time.
Wait till I think we can drop our conversation. Thank you.